Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Slime Boss here, and welcome to my incredibly late review of Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I apologize for the delay, but let's not delay any further and let's just hop right into this. The reason I assume why this game was released was because of Mario and Donkey Kong's new rekindled rivalry that restarted with the Mario movie, and they kind of wanted to capitalize on that by starting off with a remake of the original game. Now, did this game deserve a remake? Absolutely. Did they execute it properly? Also, absolutely. This game is jam-packed with so much charm and energy, and there's frankly a lot to do for a Game Boy game. And yes, they added a few more worlds or whatever, but it's not enough to save this game, even with the reduced price, which frankly I'm very surprised. The fact that I'm surprised that Nintendo, reduced the price to this game is kind of a mark on it alone, but I'm very glad that they did have the reduced price. But even at this reduced price, this and like Sword and Shield are like the only two games where I'm like, these are well overpriced 3DS games. And like this remake would have fit great on the 3DS as well. And not that it has no fit on the Switch, it's just, again, is too little for how much you're paying for. But if you do enjoy Mario vs. Donkey Kong and that style of gameplay, this is definitely a must grab. What's included here is absolutely amazing and actually get your brain working a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit, especially in the later levels if you try to do expert mode, or even that little extra added challenge of getting an additional key when you play multiplayer, which is what I played the majority of this game with. I got about halfway through the game with multiplayer, and again, it was fine. It was fun, but again, there's just not enough here to bite into. And if you're wondering if I would consider this a remake, yes, I think that it's rebuilt from the ground up, new graphics engine, new cutscenes, new animations, and tons of new levels, which is really great. I do enjoy that they added new levels and such. It just doesn't seem like there's enough to chew on with this game, and I just wish I bought it at just a little bit of a cheaper price, just because of the sheer amount of content that's in it. Also, my personal opinion on this game is that, honestly, as a remake, this is fantastic. I was a little hesitant on playing the game, especially back in the day when the remake wasn't announced, because it seemed like, from the very little bit that I played, that the controls were super stiff and unresponsive. I didn't really like the original gameplay of Donkey Kong, like on the NES and the arcade, so this was just as stiff, and they somehow incorporated a lot of the 3D Mario moves into this game, which of course that actually originated in Donkey Kong 94, and I hope they remaster that as well. But it always seems so stiff to me, and although it feels a lot better here, it's still just not my cup of tea for my traditional Mario. I honestly vastly prefer what they've done with the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, or I should say the Mario and Donkey Kong series later on, where they started honing more in on the puzzles. Now, a lot of people necessarily don't like the Lemmings type thing, but I think that they honed in a lot more on the puzzle aspect rather than the sort of uncanny platforming aspect of it. I think if they're somehow able to merge those two ideas into a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, I think it would be fantastic. Again, I'm not 100% sold on the way Mario controls here, and I'm a lot more of a fan of this just being a puzzle series, because I think that the market is a little too saturated with Mario platformers. Like, every single Mario game doesn't have to be a platformer. That's why I think the new Peach game is great, and that's why I think Luigi's Mansion is great, is because they're allowed to experiment more with these characters by allowing them to do other things. And even with the case of Wario, even though I vastly prefer the Wario Land games, the WarioWare series allows Wario to do something different from Mario, because everything just has to be a platformer with Mario. So maybe with the Mario games, you keep those as platformers, and then with Luigi, you have the ghost hunting, and then with Peach, I guess it's sort of like a mini game collection, which we'll talk about that when I get to reviewing that, but it at least gives these other characters to do more, whereas the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series just seems like another just weird Mario platformer, whereas I would like it to be a pretty good puzzle series. So that's where I'm at with this Mario & Luigi remake. Again, just sum up my thoughts, it's a very, very good remake, not really worth the price, even though they did have a significant price drop. It feels more like something that would fit more on 3DS. And with this release, I'm more excited just for the future of the series, where it just kind of seemed like it was dormant for a little bit. And so this is just more of like a stepping stone to what the series could possibly be on the Switch 2 or whatever. So yeah, and I don't remember if we're giving scores for the new reviews, but I'm going to anyway. I would say this is like a good 5 out of 10. So thank you guys so much. Again, like I said, good remake, just amazing music, like I said. Good remake all around. Just, it doesn't seem like there's enough here to chew on. I'm more excited to see what they do next with the franchise. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.